is your god.
She was here long before the apes started dreaming of gods.
So Jaco, who is the director, and then Tashius, who's the writer, approached me and asked if I'd be willing to work on it with them. I did a film just before we did this one with them that also had quite a bit of special effects in it, and it's something I enjoy to do quite a lot. And they know that, so I think that inspired them to ask me whether I'd be keen to help them on this film and get it off the ground. When it comes to like Gabby, that was completely transformed and taken over by the fungi, that was on the day from scratch, doing it pretty much. I did all of it, and then I had an assistant that helped me with her. Gabby's partner, who was the first one to be taken over with the mycelium growing out and so on. That was, so what we did is we did the basic structure on him at base camp, sticking everything on, painting most of it. And then we took him to the tree where we added last touches, adding the last bit of paint, sticking on the last lichen and mushrooms and fungi and so on. I worked with a lot of natural things. So we shot in the woods in Knysna, and it is filled with beautiful mushrooms. I used a lot of lichen that I would forage off of the trees, and I would go on walks and like come back with bags of stuff to use on the characters. Mostly because it's just more real, obviously, because it is the real deal, and trying to mimic nature's. Yeah, you can do it, but it would have been better to use the real thing. So I used mostly, in fact, things I got from the forest. I'm very much a nature person, so it's quite fun to be able to kind of combine the love for nature with, getting inspiration for work, and then also the resources to use. I'm very used to being very hands-on in what I do, so it was nice. I enjoy manufacturing and collecting the stuff. So all the scars, for example, that we used on the characters, I would sculpt and mold and cast and apply myself. So I was at everything. I did everything, which I'm used to, and I really enjoy it quite a lot. Often you can fault it to thinking, the budget wasn't great or huge, so we weren't able to deliver our best work, which in this case definitely was not the case. I think even with limited resources, very small team, you're definitely able to create something spectacular. And I think what I've learned is if your team gets along very well, if communication is done well, if your preparation work is done well, then anything is possible.